I'm struggling to even begin. I need to get this off my chest because the longer it festers, the more I feel like I'm losing touch with reality. I've been awake since 3 a.m., replaying it all, torn between wanting to scream and wanting to vanish for a while. I'm Gemma. Hi, married to Randall for 3 years. We met in the most bizarre way, not through work or friends, but stuck in an elevator at an escape room. Sounds like a cheesy rom-com, but it was just awkward silence, bad jokes, and me desperate for a bathroom for 40 minutes. That kind of set our vibe. Clumsy, odd, too much time together, not much romance. I don't have a big circle of friends, but I've got a few I trust. My family's around. We're not super tight, but we text, meet up for holidays. You know how it is. Randall's family is huge. Like, I can't keep track of half their names, and every gathering feels like a reunion. There's this ongoing thing where they joke about me being the outsider, the serious one, or my favorite, the one with opinions. At first, I brushed it off. Family teasing, not my thing, but I could handle it. Lately, though, it's gotten sharper, more cutting. I can't tell if I'm being too sensitive or if they're actually meaner, but it's not fun anymore, if it ever was. So, the big event? Ariana, Randall's cousin, is expecting her first kid, so there's a baby shower at his mom's place. If you've never been to one, it's not cute games and pink cupcakes. It's people packed in the kitchen, eating too much cheese, pretending to care about diaper brands. I arrived with Randall, and right away, I felt this heavy, strange vibe, like everyone's too loud, but also eyeing me. Hard to explain, like I'm the only one not in on the punchline. I tried to stay chill, scrolling TikTok, chatting with Ariana, who's genuinely kind and not part of the issue. But then Regan, Randall's sister, who thinks she's the star of her own show, swoops in with a seltzer, starting her usual digs. She asks if I've mastered their grandma's pasta salad yet. Mocks my bold shoes. They're Doc Martens, really? Her typical jabs. I fake a chuckle, stick by the window because it's stifling with all these people. Then someone, an aunt, I think, one of the loud ones, asks in this overly bright voice, "So, when are you two having a baby?" The room goes dead quiet. I hate these questions. Randall knows this. He knows I don't want to discuss it publicly. He knows it's a sensitive topic. He knows I'm unsure about kids. We've talked about maybe later, but not now. Not like this. Not when we're still sorting things out. He always says he's with me, but then he'll drop odd remarks about being too young for fatherhood. He's 33, not exactly a teenager. I shrug, say, "Oh, we're not rushing." But Randall? I don't know. Maybe it was the spotlight, a drink, or just cruelty. He laughs. Not a normal laugh, but this loud, harsh bark, and says, "With her? I'd rather stay childless than raise kids with that attitude." People laugh. Not just polite giggles, real, hearty laughter. Regan, never missing a chance, adds, "She'd probably birth complaints and nurse them with drama." A beat. More laughter. I'm standing there, completely exposed. What do I do? I look at Randall. He's grinning. Not at me, at the room, soaking up the attention. I say, "You're not funny." I don't raise my voice, just state it. He smirks, says, "Chill, you're always so touchy. No wonder I don't want kids with you." I've never wanted to slap someone so bad. I didn't, just balled my fists, stared him down. Reagan's still cackling. Someone mutters about women today, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just needed out. I headed for the hallway, planning to get air, maybe call my sister. Randall grabs my arm, hard. Not abusive, but too tight, like he's stopping a scene. "Where are you going? Don't ruin this for everyone," he says. I yank away, not caring who hears. "Touch me again, and I will." He lets go, but his hand lingers too long. As I leave, I hear his mom, barely audible, tell him, "Manage your wife." It's not for me, like I'm not a person, just a problem to handle. I turn, lock eyes with her, say nothing, keep walking. In the hallway, Reagan tries to block me, saying, "Come on, Gemma, it was a joke." I don't respond, push past, knocking over a tray of party favors. She gasps like I've committed a crime, but I keep moving. At the front door, an aunt, I don't know which, they blur when I'm this mad, tries to grab me. I pull away, say, "Don't, just don't." I slam the door behind me. I sit in Randall's car, trembling. I text my friend Madeline, not my sister, different Madeline. Sorry, it's confusing. And she's like, "Come over." I drive to her place, spend 2 hours in her kitchen eating leftover pizza, talking about anything else. I avoid my phone, but it keeps buzzing. Group chats, Randall, Reagan, his mom. I turn it off, shove it in my bag. I don't go home. I text my mom so she doesn't panic. She says she'll call tomorrow. She's not shocked, which probably says something about how things have been. I keep thinking, what just happened? Randall can be a jerk, but this was next level. He loves being funny, but this wasn't teasing, it was mean. And it wasn't just him. Everyone joined in, or let it happen, or watched like it was entertainment. I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh it off. I can't. I keep replaying him grabbing my arm, his mom's manage your wife, Reagan blocking me like I'm a runaway pet. It feels intentional, like they're testing if I'll crack. I think Randall acts this way because he's embarrassed I don't adore his family like everyone else. He gets defensive when I call out their weirdness, says I make things awkward by not going along. I think he loves being the funny guy, the favorite, especially for his mom. And Reagan? She hates that I don't laugh at her quips or fit her idea of a family wife. I'm not trying to play therapist, but why else would they act like this unless they're used to it working? I stayed at Madeline's, woke to 30 unread family chat messages. Randall called. I didn't pick up. His mom texted my mom, saying she's disappointed. I caused a scene. But no one cares he humiliated me. They don't see it as a big deal. I'm supposed to let it go because that's what good wives do. I'm not apologizing. I'm done acting like this is okay. Next part, if you care. I'm still mad, not going home, and Randall can Uber back from his mom's. I'm not his ride. Hey, I'm back. My life's just group chats and family drama now, apparently. I was gonna wait to update until I had a plan, but if I don't write this, I'll explode. After that awful baby shower, check my last post for the mess. I stayed at my friend Madeline's. She didn't pry, just gave me sweats and let me raid her fridge. I barely checked my phone, just texted my mom to avoid worrying her. I expected a few missed calls from Randall, maybe a weak apology. Nope. Next morning, it's a digital circus. My phone's going wild before I'm awake. 30 group chat notifications. Randall, Reagan, his mom, even Ariana. I haven't brushed my teeth, and I already feel like I'm walking into a fight where everyone's mad but won't say why. I open their family chat. Ugh, they call it fam jam. So cringy. It's a roast fest. Randall's asking if anyone's seen me. His mom chimes in, all fake concern, wondering if I'm feeling better, and how we're all worried. Then it gets ugly. Reagan posts a meme of a cat labeled Drama Queen. Hilarious, right? It turns into a debate. Some say I overreacted, others call it just a joke, asking why I stormed out. A few, bless Ariana, try to cool things down, but it's pointless. Randall's aunt, the one who makes her gluten issue her whole identity, says some people can't handle family traditions. I feel sick. Is humiliating someone a tradition? Am I out of the loop? I scroll back and see Randall's mom texted my mom separately. My mom forwards it, of course. It's all, maybe you can get Gemma to see reason. She's upsetting everyone. It's bad for the family. My mom's reply is just, I'll check on her. No help there. Then my own family chat lights up. Mom's playing mediator, suggesting I come home for dinner to talk. Dad sends a thumbs up emoji. Classic dad. My sister, yep, also named Madeline, not the friend, sorry for the mix-up, goes wild, sending TikToks about toxic in-laws and saying, go full scorched earth. I almost laugh, the first smile since the shower. I tell Mom I'm not ready to talk to Randall. She says she gets it, but I can tell she thinks I should smooth it over. She's always been about avoiding conflict. My sister's like, don't cave. I'm glad she's got my back, even if she's a bit too into vengeance vibes. Then Randall calls. I let it go to voicemail. He texts, saying I'm making it worse and should apologize to move on. I laugh out loud. Me, making it worse? I'm not the one who roasted my spouse publicly. Unreal. I start typing a reply, delete it 3 times. I can't say it without sounding petty. I don't know what I want from him. An apology? For him to get it? I'm not hopeful. Reagan's at it again, posting another meme. A woman eye-rolling with, here comes the drama in Comic Sans. I want to chuck my phone. Instead, I mute the chat, walk around Madeline's neighborhood. It's cold, but it clears my head. I call my friend, vent for 10 minutes. She asks if I want to stay another night. I say yes. Back at her place, more messages. Randall's DMing me now, saying he didn't mean it, but I know how his family is, and shouldn't take it personally. He says to come home and talk. I reply, you embarrassed me on purpose. He leaves me on read. Then Reagan screenshots our DM, posts it in the fam jam, adding, wow, someone's unhinged. I see it because Ariana texts me a screenshot saying, this is so wrong, I'm sorry. I'm livid. I'm not on meds, but even if I was, what the hell? I text Reagan, delete it or I'll spill what you said about your mom at Christmas. She deletes it. I don't say more, I just want her to know I'm done playing nice. Randall's mom calls, I let it ring. Her voicemail says, Gemma, stop stirring drama, this isn't our way. I don't finish it. I decide I'm not hiding. I post in the group chat, I'm not your punching bag, I'm not here for your amusement, and I'm done with the jokes. Talk to me like adults or leave me alone. I reread, send it before I overthink. The chat goes silent for 5 minutes. Then Randall's aunt replies, this is what I mean about outsiders not getting it. I ignore it. I'm not arguing with someone who thinks cruelty is tradition. That night, Randall shows up at Madeline's. No clue how he got the address. Probably my phone's location, which I should have disabled. Madeline opens the door, arms crossed. Randall's all, can we talk? I say, not here. He says, you can't avoid me forever? I say, bet. He tries to step in. Madeline blocks him. He says, you're making this worse, Gemma. I say, you did that. He says, you're my wife. You have to talk. I say, not tonight. He gets loud. Madeline threatens to call the manager. He leaves, slamming the door. I thank her. She's like, "You're not staying with him, right?" I say, "I don't know." My mom calls, worried. She suggests coming home for space. Dad gets on, says, "If he shows up, I'll deal with it." I feel a bit better. Next day, Randall's mom tries to rope my mom in again, like I'm a kid who needs scolding. My mom says, "Gemma's an adult, she'll decide." I'm shocked she stood up. Still, no apologies from Randall's side. They just want me to stop causing a scene. I vent to my sister. She says, "They'll never change." "Want this forever?" I say, "No." She says, "Then don't." It's not simple, but she's right. I pack a bag, move to my parents'. Randall texts, says he misses me, but I owe his family an apology. I don't reply. He calls, emails, wants normal. I delete it. I think Randall's scared of not fitting in with his family, of looking weak. He said his mom nags him to keep things under control. So he gets points for managing me. It's so immature. I see things differently now. How his family closes ranks, how Randall sacrifices anyone for a laugh. I hoped he'd grow up. Now I doubt it. I don't know my next step, but I'm not going back to being their target. If Randall picks his family, fine. I've got my people, messy as they are. It's it for now. I'm at my parents'. Mom's cooking too much. My sister's sending revenge memes. Randall's texting from random numbers. No clue how it ends, but I'm not folding. Next update when I sort it out. So, days since I ghosted Randall's world. I'm at my parents'. Mom's making soup like I'm 12. Dad's staying out of it, except once he muttered, "You don't deserve that." For him, that's a novel. My sister's thriving on the chaos, but checks I'm not caving. I doubted myself, thinking I was dramatic, but rereading the group chat memes and DMs, nope. Yesterday, Randall's mom texts, inviting me to a family dinner at their favorite spot. You know, wobbly chairs, breadstick wars. She says it's to clear the air and move past this unfortunate drama. I laugh. It's so them. Public place, so I can't act out. I show Mom. She says it might bring closure. Dad's like, "Do you? But don't let them push you." I debate for hours. Part of me wants to cut them off forever, but I remember Randall's handling at the shower, his mom's "manage your wife." I get mad again. I text my sister, "Want to be my backup at a weird dinner?" She sends a skull emoji and, "Hell yeah, done." We drive over, Madeline blasting tunes. I'm scrolling my notes app, rereading what I want to say. I almost delete it, but Madeline snatches my phone, says, "Don't let them make you the bad guy." She's right. At the restaurant, the hostess gives us a look like, "Oh, you're with them." Everyone's there. Randall, his parents, Reagan, two aunts, an uncle, Ariana, looking exhausted. They're acting chill, but it's fake. Randall stands like he'll hug me. I nod, sit at the table's end. Madeline's next to me, glaring. It's tense, like they expect my apology. They start with small talk. Randall's dad on his truck. Someone mentions rain. I trace the menu, nod occasionally. No one mentions the shower, but it's there, like we're waiting for the main act. Reagan, rocking indoor sunglasses, whispers to her aunt, eyeing me. After drinks arrive, Randall's mom clears her throat, says, "We all know why we're here. Let's move forward, but grudges won't help." She looks at me, Randall, back to me. Everyone should apologize for their part so we can let this go. I nearly choke. Randall says, "We all said stuff, but you overreacted, Gemma. I want normal." Reagan snorts, mutters, "Some people don't know normal." Madeline raises an eyebrow, waiting. I almost stay quiet like always, but I'm too pissed. I pull out my phone, open my notes. "Actually, I have a list." Randall's mom looks puzzled. Reagan eye rolls. I start. "Since meeting you guys, here's what you've said, so we're clear what's just a joke versus mean." I list Regan's pasta salad jab, Randall's mom saying I'd never fit without her style, group chat memes, drama queen nonsense, Randall's kid-free attitude line. I don't shout, just read. The table's silent, except one aunt slurping wine. Randall cuts in. "It's just joking, you know that." I say, "You laughed at me, not with me. You made me a punchline and didn't care if it hurt." Reagan's like, "Are we really doing this?" I say, "Yep." I face Randall. "Want normal?" "How about last month? You said you didn't want kids because I'd turn them against you? Or you're not ready to settle, but fine using me for family laughs? I'm done being your prop. Play golden child without me." Randall's face reddens. He tries to interrupt. "Why here?" I say, "Because in private, you shrug it off. Now deal with it publicly, like you shamed me." Reagan stands, says, "You don't get to play victim, Gemma." I say, "Then stop making me the villain for not laughing." She moves toward me. Madeline stands, blocking her. Reagan mutters about crazy bitches. Madeline tells her to sit. Randall's mom says, "Enough. You're ripping us apart." I say, "No, you are," by ignoring what's obvious. You want respect but give none. I'm not sorry for leaving after being insulted. I'm not sorry for refusing to be trash. I pull an envelope from my bag, slide it to Randall. He's confused. Divorce papers, I say. Sign them. Silence. Reagan gasps. His mom says, You're not serious. I say, I'm done. Randall grabs my arm as I stand. I shake him off. Don't touch me. He yells, You're throwing it all away over jokes? I say, No, because you and your family don't respect me. Reagan slams the table, says, You're jealous you're not us. I laugh. Thank God. Madeline touches my shoulder. We head out. Randall follows to the lobby, begging, We can fix this. I stop, say, You had every chance. You chose to humiliate me. Your turn. He shouts, You'll regret this. I don't look back. Madeline holds the door. We leave together. I don't know what's next, but I'm not backing down. They had every chance to treat me like a person, and they failed. Next update soon. I'm exhausted. I thought the dinner would end it. Nope, Randall's family doesn't do done. I've held off updating because every time I think it's over, someone pulls something new. Here's the final chaos, as promised. It's long, not a neat ending, but that's life. I thought Randall would get it post-dinner. He didn't. He's persistent in that annoying, golden child way, refusing to lose. Next morning at my parents', I wake to a dozen missed calls. Randall, his mom, Reagan, 3 unknown numbers. Dad's making coffee, grunts as I enter. I check messages, all please talk, or you didn't have to, or be reasonable. I mute my phone. Mom asks if I'm okay. I say, yeah, tired. She makes pancakes. I plan to do nothing. Randall's mom texts my mom, claiming I'm destroying the family, saying Randall's lost without me. Right, she asks my mom to talk sense into me. Mom says, Gemma's an adult, she'll handle it. She's done with the drama. Next day, I start moving out. I text Randall, I'm coming with Dad for my stuff. He says he'll be out. I say, good. At the apartment, nothing's touched. My plants are wilting, mails stacked, half-eaten pizzas on the table. Typical. I pack. Dad carries boxes. We don't talk much. I leave the spare key, slam the door. Randall texts, could have said goodbye. I don't respond. I expect a big stunt, but he fizzles. Days pass. Nothing. Then his mom sends a novel, says I never got family, marriage means forgiveness. I'm breaking Randall. I send it to my sister. She says, frame it as a red flag. My family's over it. Dad says I can stay forever. Mom's glad I'm eating. My sister sends apartment links. Mutual friends are awkward. One of Randall's guys texts, you serious? I say, yeah. He's like, wow, didn't think you'd do it. I leave him on red. Another friend offers to talk. I say, I'm good. They just want gossip. Apartment hunting sucks. Everything's tiny, pricey, or smells off. I find one, but it's a 2-week wait, so I'm at my parents'. Mom keeps pushing family dinners like she's making up for lost time. Dad fixes a sink, jokes I'm not married to pipes. 4 days post-dinner, Ariana texts, Regan's saying you attacked her at the restaurant. I laugh. Reply, she wishes. Ariana says, I told her to grow up. I say, thanks, you're the only sane one. A week after the shower, Randall texts from a new number. I'm at the store for Mom, scrolling in the parking lot. Please talk. I was joking. I don't get mad. Just screenshot it, send to my sister and Madeline. Madeline's like, still on that? Sister says, send a clown emoji. I consider ignoring, but I want clarity. I reply, so was I, pretending to be your wife. No response. I block him. Randall doesn't show at my parents', thank God. A friend says he's at his mom's, and she's not thrilled. Golden child has limits, I guess. I don't care what he does. I want my new place, my life back, boring again. I file divorce papers, pay the fee, get the email confirmation. I tell Mom. She hugs me tight. My sister bakes a cake. Divorce win, in blue icing. I laugh so hard I nearly drop it. Randall will always play victim. His mom will call me difficult. Regan will meme forever. I don't care. I stood up, got out. Thanks to everyone who read my rants and didn't tell me to be bigger. Sometimes you just quit. I'm off to water my sad plants, eat divorce cake, and hunt apartments without creepy carpet or neighbors playing flute at midnight. Yo, this story's been a roller coaster, and I'm so thankful you're here for it. If this hit you or you've got your own family mess, spill it in the comments. I read every single one and love your stories. Smash that like button if you're cheering me on. Share this video with anyone who needs a nudge to stand up for themselves, and hit subscribe with that bell icon so you don't miss my next wild tale. New story coming soon. You won't want to sleep on it. Love y'all. See you in the next one.